I just noticed that people are still asking questions. I just noticed that people are still asking questions on the previous video I made about the IELTS requirements when you're applying to the Nursing and Midwifery Board of Ireland for a recognition of your qualification, because I was not detailed enough. So I thought of coming up to do an updated video. So the IELTS requirement for the NMBI is, firstly, it has to be academic. It has to be academic. It could be standard academic or academic UKVI. Both are acceptable. Okay, then after that is being said, so the scores now, and also it has to be in one sitting. You can't write and then write again, so it has to be all in one sitting, right? And then academic. And after that, next thing is that people are asking, could it be computer or paper? Yes, they accept IELTS on computer, but the IELTS on computer has to be written in the IELTS center. So there are some cases where you are given the opportunity to do the IELTS on computer in your own home, so that is not acceptable. The one on computer or on paper, all of them has to be done in the IELTS center. That's the next thing. Next thing is the score now. Okay, first of all, do they accept combined result? The answer is no. Everything has to be in one sitting. So you need to have a score of 6.5 in any of the 4 modules and 7 in the remaining 3, and overall band score of 7. I say that again. 6.5 in any of the 4 modules, 7 in the remaining 3, and 7 overall. So that's basically what it is.
Also, if you have registered and practiced in Australia, Canada, New Zealand, the United States of America, and the United Kingdom for the past 3 years, you are also eligible to practice. However, you will require the following evidence for them to know that you were actually registered with them. They are location of employment, the date and the job title that you used, and also if your practice in Canada is in the Quebec or New Brunswick, where is the French speaking environment, then the employer will need to confirm that you have been communicating in English. Like I said previously, they accept English IELTS academic, and also the academic test for UKVI, and also the OET as evidence for you to practice in English. However, they only accept IELTS and OET results that are less than 2 years. So if your exams is more than 2 years, you will need to resit it again. They will also verify the scores to make sure they are correct, and they do not accept combined result like already mentioned. They do not accept the one skill retake that is currently being offered by the British Council, and they do not take the exams if you are writing it at home. And for the OET test result, it has to be B in 3 modules and C plus in 1 component. So it could be C plus in reading, and the rest of the 3 is B. That's the acceptable scores if you are writing the OET. They also advise that you do not apply for your registration if you do not have these minimum scores, because the fee you pay for registration is not refundable. Remember, registration is different from recognition. However, when you are doing the recognition, you can do them without your IELTS, but once you proceed to apply for your registration, you must provide the English language requirement, otherwise you will not be registered. And when you're supplying your result, they need to see the TRF number or the OET candidate number. That's the number they will use to verify to see that your result is actually true and valid. Recently, they also gave an update that you can now supply them with your English language result as soon as you get your decision letter. So previously, it was for you to wait until you are going to apply for your registration before you submit your IELTS, but now you have the chance to submit it as soon as you get your decision letter for them to go ahead, verify it, and then upload on your portal. However, there are conditions attached to it. The two are that you must commence your compensation measure within 12 months from the date of the decision letter, and also you have to apply for your registration within 2 calendar months from the date that the qualification is recognized. So recognition is complete when you are done with your compensation measure. So if you were writing exams, after you have passed the exams, your qualification has been recognized. And if you were doing the adaptation, after you have passed your adaptation, then your qualification has been recognized as well. While it is not compulsory for you to submit your English language test at the point of getting your decision letter, this is what you need to have in mind, that it has to be in date when you are applying for your registration. Otherwise, you will not be registered with NMBI. All this information can be found on their website.
I hope that makes sense. Thank you.